thanks for joining me on another video. So today I kind of want to just jump around and just chit chat, and yeah, I haven't really done this that much lately. As you can see, I don't really post that much videos anymore, but life happens and sometimes you just have to work your way around it. So one topic that I want to talk about today would be, is law of attraction a trend? So many people have been kind of throwing out that law of attraction is just this trend that's going around and everyone wants to jump on it and yada yada yada. So first thing, if it were to be a trend and someone wanted to jump on this law of attraction trend train, there is absolutely nothing wrong with that. I don't see anything being wrong with trying to better yourself and trying to be a happier version of yourself and being a loving being. So even if someone maybe doesn't fully understand law of attraction, or maybe they just heard it somewhere and they just think that they can get whatever they want, it still falls in the line of having a certain practice in your daily life to be a better person, to put yourself out there and all over just be a better human. I don't think there's anything wrong with that. I don't. I think we need more people to jump on this trend train if that's what people think. But with all of that being said, no, it's not a trend. People are genuinely wanting to change their life, and they are seeing the bigger real picture now. It's becoming more clear. People are waking up more to reality and what it actually is, what we have been dealing with over countless years. And I think it's a beautiful thing. I think more people waking up is going to help the environment and help the earth. The earth is at like a serious danger, and we have done nothing but torture this beautiful planet that has given us nothing but life and nutrients, and man has just stomped all over that and has just wiped out basically everything. I would say maybe once you skim the topic of law of attraction, that's when it all just starts unfolding, and then you just see the truth in life. And I think that's where people are maybe getting it mistaken, that, you know, if you maybe hear about law of attraction once and then all of a sudden you're like, oh, I do law of attraction, or, you know, whatever. You get hooked onto it because it's such an incredible thing. It's not just you doing this for yourself and just saying like, oh, it's all for show. This is you and the universe working together. You are working together to create a better life and create a better reality for yourself, because you can do that. You can speak things into existence. What you want in your life can be yours. And honestly, there's so many informational videos out there that are going to go in depth on this topic, not only just on this topic, onto quantum physics of the world and just everything that is going to blow your mind. But the thing is that you aren't going, it's going to sound so crazy as if it's all fake, because we weren't conditioned to believe that this is how the world works. This is how our body works. So just keep in mind that when you go into this topic, you have to have a very open mind about it, because it is going to sound crazy to you, but the more you go in and the more you dive deep, it is going to make the most sense, and probably the most sense that it ever has had in your entire life. Another topic that I want to touch base on, and this is something that I have struggled with since starting my spiritual journey, is whether we think something is okay because we're on a spiritual path now. And that goes for the certain foods that you're eating, what you're putting onto your body, supplements that you're taking, etc. So let's just put it this way first. You should be aware of what you're putting in your body and on your body. But here is where we just kind of get a little antsy-pantsy about what we're doing every single day, and it will stress you out like crazy. And I'm just gonna say, don't stress out so much. And there's still times where I will stress out, but I have to collect myself and come to realization that we are living a human experience. So if we don't get it all right and we're not doing exactly what we're supposed to do, which doesn't really make sense anyways because it's your life and your journey, that we need to be living this human experience to the fullest. So take advantage of things in life. So let's just throw out this diet. Now, for my personal journey, I believe that not eating meat is going to help the planet, help the earth. It's going to nurture my body to not be putting any type of chemicals in it. That's just my personal opinion, but that's for my life. Now, I did get to a point where I would stress out about eating meat. Is it okay? Are we still allowed to consume these things if we're on a spiritual journey? Is it going to ruin our spiritual awakening? And the answer to that is no, it's not. I actually ran into, I wouldn't say run, I didn't run into, we'll just say I ran into two people that were just incredible, and they have been on their spiritual path for a few years now, and I'm almost speechless with like what I know about them, and I'm just honored to be in their presence and to hear their stories about everything that they have gone through. And long story short, they did even tell me that there are even some of the Pleiadians that eat meat. And that blew my mind. I was like, what? And that's just because you're living your human experience, and that's just how this earth has developed itself. And two, when you are consuming meat, you just have to know that when that animal died, that animal has lived up their soul contract and now is giving you nutrients for your body. And that's how you have to look at it if you are going to consume meat and you have this guilty conscience in the back of your head. You have to look at it that way. And that was just the way that it was explained to me. I'm sure there are other ways that it is explained, but that is the best way that I can explain it. Just for the fact that I don't eat meat anymore, it just creeps me out now. And so for me, I personally did not choose to give up meat. My body physically rejected meat. It did not want me to eat meat anymore, and I think I mentioned this in another video. I'm not sure if it's just because I was really big into fitness and I meal prepped for years and years and years, and maybe my body was just like, nope, I'm done, and maybe that was it. But either way, I could not look at meat the one day. I could not get myself to buy meat. Every time I put meat in my mouth, I just wanted to throw up. So, and then that moved on to, then I started off as a pescatarian, so I did only eat seafood, and then it eventually did it to that, and then I was a vegetarian, and then it did the same thing to eggs, and I loved eggs. Couldn't tell you how much I loved eggs. I probably ate it sometimes 3 times a day, and the amount of eggs I ate in each meal were 6 to 7. So I ate a lot and I loved them. But slowly but surely it got that way with eggs as well, and I couldn't eat eggs. So I would say there is very, 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 very little dairy that I will still use, and that's just when I go out to eat with friends or family, because it's very hard to keep a vegan lifestyle when you are going out. And I know you can still do it, but it's just harder to. So anyways, I'm working my way to being a completely full vegan. So I have rambled and rambled about that topic, and I don't even know how I started that. Oh, okay. So it's all about your spiritual journey. Get caught up that you can't do things in life because you're on a spiritual path. Another thing for me is I love dark hair on myself. I do. But I got to a point where I really wanted to get my natural hair back, so I wasn't constantly putting any type of chemicals on my scalp that would seep into my skin, and I would just kind of get caught up in that, where I was just basically, if I put chemicals in my body, then I'm not going to be on the right path, and I'm not going to be able to enjoy my spiritual journey. And really, I was just messing up I was interrupting my spiritual journey because of this one thought. When reality, just do what makes you happy. That's like the biggest thing about spiritual awakening and spiritual path, like, is just being happy and just making sure you're fulfilled in every way possible. Don't get caught up in these things that are going to tear you apart, when really it's the smallest thing that you can ever, think of. And you know what? If I get to a point in this day and life where there's no more hair dye, well, then I'll just grow up my hair, and then it will be fine. It will be a little two-tone for a little bit, but I just get caught up in these things where it's like I'm going to up my spiritual journey because of certain decisions and thoughts that I have. Do you. That's it. Just do you. Be happy. Meditate. Breathe. Find your heart center. And one other topic that I want to talk about, and I don't physically have something here to show you or anything like that, but vision boards. So we all know vision boards is this like big thing in law of attraction, and it's the key way to really getting what you want. Okay, we'll just touch base, and if anyone is following law of attraction or anything like that, you would definitely know what a vision board is. But if you do not know what a vision board is, we'll just say, so you can see like my whiteboard in the back. What you would do is take a white poster board or something in that form and basically cut out a life that you want. So like cut out like pictures, magazines, print them off of Pinterest or the internet, and that could be hairstyles, that can be jobs, that can be vacations, that can be a car. And what you would do is every day you would look at that vision board that you have created and envision yourself in that life. So, vision yourself driving that dream car that you have on there, a certain vacation spot. Imagine yourself hearing the waves and smelling the sea salt and just, really visioning that in your head. So what I think that people should do, another step up, like another notch from doing that, is actually putting yourself in those situations. Now, how are you supposed to do that if you don't actually have it? There are ways, honey. So we'll say your dream car. There are a million dealerships that you can go to. pick out the car that you want. Even if you're not around the certain brand car place that you want, still pick out like an SUV or, you know, something. Put yourself in that vehicle. Drive that vehicle around. You know that you're allowed to test drive cars. So put yourself in that vehicle. Drive it around. See how you feel. Feel how you feel. And really put yourself in that situation and just know that that's yours. So as you're actually physically feeling that car, smelling that car, seeing the road through the windshield of that car, anything you can imagine is right there. You already physically feel it and know it. And that's the same thing with a vacation. So we'll just say if you're somewhere where you're not by an ocean or, you know, whatever, every place has some sort of body of water. That could be a stream, that could be a river, that could be a pond. Put yourself, or even a lake. Put yourself near that body of water and hear the water and close your eyes, smell the water, like hear and feel the water and put it through your hands and put yourself in that situation that you want to be in. So if it's a vacation spot that has an ocean, put yourself in that water, put your toes in that water, and just really feel yourself being in that present moment and visioning that dream spot that you want to be in. There are ways to making your reality come true a lot quicker if you do these steps. And I think people don't really put themselves in those situations because they're only looking at a picture, and then subconsciously in the back of your mind you're like, that's nice, but I don't have it. You know what I mean? Like maybe if you're not actually speaking that out, but it is there. And I've been there where you have a vision board and you do something like that where you're just seeing a piece of paper and you know you're not actually putting yourself in that physical situation in some way, shape, or form that is going to make you physically feel those emotions and those things that you want. So those are my tips on a vision board and for your law of attraction. And really that's all I have today. I just kind of want to sit down and chit chat with you guys, with whoever does watch this video. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you have anything that you want to say below, go ahead, write it in the comments. I'll link my Instagram so that you can message me if you would like, if it's an easier way to get a hold of me. Let me know what you want to see. Let me know what you want to know. Let me know what you know. So tell me something good. Write it in the comments below. What have you manifested? What have you brought into your life by a vision board, by thinking it, by law of attraction, just anything? Let me know. And until my next video, stay true and namaste. Bye.